Welcome to the Hillcrest Winter News Show. I'm your host, Obi.
And I'm Jervon. Let's take a look at what's important to students this month. Are you constantly seeing fellow classmates with cracked phones? Why is that? How can this issue be solved? Danny has more on the story.
The cost of phones these days have increased to hundreds of dollars, but so many end up damaged or with cracked screens, making all that hard-earned money go to waste.
I often see expensive cracked phones in classmates' hands, and I do not think that they're getting their money worth. I think that kids are careless with their phones because their parents pay for them most of the time. They're more careful with it when they pay for it because it's their money.
No, my grandma pays for my phone. I recently just broke it and I had to replace it without my grandma knowing, and it was $200.
About 72% of people damage their phones simply by cracking the screens, the other 28% at some sort of liquid damage, all because students are unaware of how much danger their phones are the majority of the time on a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's like a 9 because I drop my phone a lot.
Luckily, there are some ways to prevent or fix damaged phones. Buy yourself Revive a Phone for water-damaged phones, created by an entrepreneur from Great Britain. You can find this product on Amazon. Another great product to prevent the common cracked screens are OtterBox cases, which can be found in various stores and websites. And also, of course, be well aware of your surroundings while you have your phone.
It's in an OtterBox, so it's pretty safe. I whipped it against the wall and nothing happened.
Now that you know how to get your money's worth, for Bremen District Television, I'm Danny reporting.
Thanks to Danny, students can now get their money worth with their expensive phones and keep it safe for a longer period of time.
President Barack Obama has recently given life to conspiracy theorists. With that being said, Obama has become the first president to actually acknowledge Area 51. We go to Jervon with more.
There have been many reports of numerous people seeing unidentified flying objects. However, none of the reports are as interesting as the incidents that took place in Roswell, New Mexico. There are many people out there who believe in aliens, and most of them that do believe in aliens also believe in conspiracies.
Conspiracies, government conspiracies, and the fact and fiction. Government covering things up. Certainly, our government has a strong history of covering its tracks. So those who try to lay claim that all conspiracy theories are hogwash, that it would be impossible to pull one over on the public. I think that does our government officials a little bit of a disservice that they don't know how to cover their tracks.
Obama joked about how he actually became the first president to acknowledge Area 51.
Normally, President Obama is pretty good about making statements that are at least creditable, even if you may not agree with him. So, obviously, I would tend to agree with him in that context as well.
For more information, head to www.roswellufomuseum.com. For Bremen District Television, I'm Jervon.
With this being his second term in office, I think he feels a lot more comfortable addressing this topic, considering this topic is pretty out there. Thanks, Jervon.
Each year, thousands of teens develop eating disorders. Our problems with weight, eating, and our body image. We have Obi with a better insight on the eating disorder story.
Bet you just can't eat one to satisfy your hunger. Need a moment to think before you consume food? It's more than just a mouthful, it's eating healthy. Young teens who binge eat and those who are fearful of weight gain may be more likely to become overweight later in adolescence, according to a new study from the United Kingdom. Researchers have searched for early symptoms of eating disorders among more than 7,000 13-year-olds and found certain symptoms predicting that children would have weight problems at age 15. But what are some of the things that may drive students to have eating disorders?
An eating disorder is any problem that involves food issues, which could be either undereating and overeating. A big problem is that people forget about the overeating part and they don't even consider it an eating disorder by any means. If you are eating too much, or even if you are not eating anything, both of those could be considered sort of different types of eating disorders.
There are many different causes that may lead to eating disorders.
I think the media has a big reason why people have eating disorders. You see these people in commercials constantly who are stick thin, and that makes people think that that is how you should look, when in reality most people are not that size, and I think that's a big reason why people, they want to fit in with society. They want to have the same looks that other people who are popular or who are on TV have, when in reality that is not what people really look like.
Developing an eating disorder can always be prevented.
To eat healthy, you have to make sure that you're eating something out of every single food group that there is. You need to make sure you have your carbs, your protein, your fruits, your vegetable, everything. You need to know how many calories you need to eat a day. And a lot of those problems are people don't know the basics behind how much you should eat, how little you should eat, and that is a big reason why people do have these eating disorders, is because they just don't know the background. So if you find out your background, that is how you'll know how to eat healthy.
For more information, you can visit nationaleatingdisorders.org. For Bremen District Television, I'm Obi reporting.
Wow, I feel so much better about myself. Thanks, Obi, for that brief segment.
Well, that's all we have for this winter. Make sure you check out more videos at BDTV228.com.
And like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Jeravon for Obi.